well, this is my, let's give this a go. So this is Scarlet Hollow. I must spoil that I did indeed play a little bit of this before I decided to record it. I will do a new run though, because this game has a lot of replayability. This is made by the same people that did one that I posted on the channel. Oh gosh, what was it? Probably a couple years ago. To kill a princess or whatever. Please kill the princess. It's been a long time. That they're still working on the game. I don't think the game is done yet. Scarlet Hollow, but I figured we'd run it, give it a shot. I think they have up to chapter 6. So we're gonna give it a go. Record it, put it on channel in chunkies. Hopefully y'all enjoy watching. Alright, so let's start this thing. Apologies if the audio happens to be, hang on, making myself a little louder. Audio might be a little bit louder than me sometimes. Alright. Once again, single monitor, so hard to do audio balancing on the fly. Alright. Where do I live? Also, I guess after this episode airs on the channel, which will probably be more or less the same day I first record it, what I think I might do is, if people want a web face cam, I could add face cam, but I don't, we'll see. That's up to you guys, I guess. City. Let's not give away my real city. What's a cool city? Now, I could give away a city, a really big city near where I live. That's not going to get me in trouble, right? Surely not. I'm almost tempted to do a different, because of what I played in my first run. But I'm just I'm gonna more or less just make the same decisions. I don't know, not really. We'll see. Now here's where I'm like, do I pick the same traits? I don't know. You know what would be really fun is if there was a D7 I could roll, which that doesn't exist. There's not a D14 either. Well, in that case, what will I do here? I'm gonna be, you know what? Like, this has gotta be cursed. I don't know if I want to do this playthrough yet. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing traits I didn't do before. Mystical, but I'm very hot. And I say fuck yeah, why not? 2 new traits. Alright. I'm fucking handsome Squidward. Alright. There is no narration in this game, so the narration will be done by me. I'm looking at audio levels, and I can see that I may or may not be loud enough, so I am gonna balance this really quick. Hang on. We're going to... You know what? I'll just do this. I'm going to lower that to here. Hopefully this is good. I'm gonna hope this is good. Sorry, once again, doing this stuff kind of on the fly. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. A little bit better. I don't want, like, white noise to, like, be deafening for you guys in-game. Okay, this looks a little bit better for you guys. I hope so. Alright. Or that. That's probably better. Alright. Okay. I'll call that good. I can always redo it. It's episode 1 anyway. You jolt awake as you feel the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world. The past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides, with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and you were on. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what you had to do. Get on that bus. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure if he stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies, we were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. I'm a mystical hot person. How do I think I personify? That has my name. Don't worry. It's fine. Wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us swinging a purse, telling about how we were going to call, she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad, and not just playing. But yeah, she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. Oh, we had a good laugh, and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And jeez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Hot. Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Honestly, can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Fuck it. Lock it on the hot. Heh. Yeah. I should have known. It sounded like a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyways, she's giving birth to our son right now. I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Haha, that's interesting. Please let this man get off the bus soon, you think? You're not sure where he could possibly take this conversation next, but you definitely don't want to find out. Yeah, people tell me I lead an interesting life. But I don't know, I'm just going with the flow. Maybe other folks don't do that enough. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed? Mystical reaction. Home, I think. I've never been, but I feel like I could call back. I call at the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. I didn't. Just small town, never heard of it. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it before. It's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody goes up that way, though. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see? And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never want to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. But, thanks. But, my buddies, they got desperate enough to try it. Goes back to his fucking phone. Haven't heard from them in a while, though. I didn't think about it. Let's just see if they're on the Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Freaking fucking Black Lawn. He looks back at his phone. For once, the silly Ocus for once, focus on something other than you. Thank God, huh? Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting ya. Hope you don't go get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. Stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured I could use them. You could use them more than me. Plus, they're dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Yeah, we could be allergic, which was dumb. Don't do that. Who wants to be allergic to peanuts? It's fucking lame. Nice. I love boiled peanuts. You take the boiled peanuts. Nice. I love boiled peanuts. Glad they're going to a good home. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. I was recently on a bus to New York, and so I know the bus life. However, that was like 5 hours. This is probably significantly longer if I went only from Boston to where we're going. And just like that, the stranger's gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. I love that. That means we had probably like the whole bus to just the two of me. This kid and me, and he chose to sit directly next to me and talk at me the whole time. It's almost as bad as sitting in the same seat next to me. Like the seat, like I'm obviously not window, but he sits in the window seat next to me, and the whole bus is open, and they decided to talk at me. That would have been psychopath. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. A sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, your amazer is as much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up a dust cloud as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Noah. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from a few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. Offer her the boiled peanuts as a condolence. We're gonna make a good first impression with a winning smile. You ever met someone who was able to resist your ability to make a good first impression? You flash a soft smile and give your condolences. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but you can confidently notch up another victory courtesy of the winning Noah smile. TM. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and then motions you to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. We're in the Beamer. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tipped dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How you holding up? Fine. Phew, good to hear that. I know how you're... You see, this, this can be disingenuous, right? Like I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks for making it about you. Myself, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here, alright? Even after I go home. Sure. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Well, since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Tabitha. I can't believe we never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Perline and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are things like, yeah. You sound like a mom. I'll say that. Oh, she did not like that. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. And she chose to leave. Guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Maybe this one... She turns to the icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, expression cold and unforgiving. So I sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in great cities. Yeah. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what is in front of you. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left a long, long time ago. Nice. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and aches and moans of ancient floorboards. The house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you felt your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. So you live here? Cool. Thanks. Let's just get to the tour over with. Follow me. Oh, she's annoyed with me. You put your bag down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you could also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. It is perfect. PB&J, how do you know it's one of my favorites? It looks like your famous smile doesn't run in the family. I didn't, but good for you. Oh. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going there with you. General store? How folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store. Just describes what it is. just like, I hate this fucking city kid. Just... you know, she must be going through a lot, you know, for the house to be like this. Like, I mean, look at all the condolence flowers that are just left out dying on the table. A lot. So, I don't really want to be mean about it. It's nice. It's a kitchen. Alright, what's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Was that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay. Shall I move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and the mystery stains paint the floor. Yeah. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Wait, are you sure this toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid. Therefore, the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. You sign recognition. Okay. That's the spirit. This is the worst bathroom I have ever fucking seen. Nah, man, listen, I clean bathrooms at my job. It's part of my job. And, nah, I can safely say this is probably the single worst bathroom I've seen. And I've seen some horrific shit in my time. This is pretty fucking awful. Pretty terrible. Well, let's just go. Not even worth lying. Yummy. Bugs, get out of the bowl. You left the seat. Listen, buddy, you gotta go. You know? A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing. And this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure half an hour rant about her kid to get her to do it. You better be grateful. Mystical. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Fuck it. People have died in here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. And that's fair. Honestly, like, if you live in, like, an apartment, I feel like this is an upgrade, arguably. Like, yeah, it's dusty, yeah, it's old, but, like, to be honest with you, it's pretty spacious. And it's a guest room, too. This is great. It's way nicer than what I'm used to. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique. Genuine antique. Handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. I guess I'll get settled. Follow me, I'll take you to the back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Thank you. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duty, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tips, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, others down the line. Hey, so is it cool if I have people over? Oh my god. As much as I want to, I don't think I'm gonna say that. I think I know what the answer is gonna be. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own a coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No. The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Hashtag girl boss. Just... Oh, God. It's got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet. Yeah, it's pretty up there, huh? Ew, gross. It's kind of sad. Don't you ever think about things that could be done in your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? At least she's running something. Like, running something. Like, that's... Hashtag girl boss. You know, it sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think it's as sorry. I don't think think of it as exciting in the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. That's a healthy mindset. Seems like a good way to look at a job instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing that you love the most. It's okay just to have a job. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather be doing something else in my life, babe. Maybe, but yeah, would I rather be doing something else in my life? Maybe, but I know I had to take over the company, so why think about the other stuff I could be doing? I kind of want to say this, but I also like don't want to piss off Tabitha. I've already done a lot of that today. Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to the funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like you spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay. I'm sorry that I've been testy since you've gone here. You've been fine? I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. What am I supposed to do while you're gone? There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now. That doesn't include figuring out the activities to occupy you with your time. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time. You think you take me down before you leave? No, I've just gone down the hill. No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. Jesus, you have a fucking car. Just, all right. All right. You decided to let Tabitha leave for work. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Her cousin leaves to the front door. Kerchunk. Alright, where are we at in recording? What's the time? What's the time? Time is 33. Well, now it's just you. And the spiraling, the sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the Forbidden Way. Just straight, like, speed run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're going to make a PB&J. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given to the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh the fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Approach frou-frou. Clear frou-fru's spot on the counter. Back away. Fridge. Approach the fridge. Eyes catch note taped on the door. Janie, stay out. In all caps. Below it, separate handwriting are words. Okie dokie. Open the fridge. You already feel an urge to wash your hands, even though you haven't yet touched anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting. Beyond words, a liquefied mess, wholly congealed to its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. Rice? The substance just smells bad. It smells ancient. I kind of want to. For God, I kind of want to. For God's sakes, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, push it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Ice cream? Banana chocolate. Banana chocolate chunk. Check mayonnaise. You know you probably shouldn't, but part of you has to know how old the mayonnaise is. Pick up the jar. It's labeled flaky in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Cool. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. I'll take the jelly. Lucy's jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. Decided to purchase specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search it again. No, pantry. Tasha sure loves her mac and cheese. What's wrong with mac and cheese, man? Oh! Oh, those are moldy. Are those fucking teeth? Hang on. No, I thought that was a fucking tooth in there. I was like, Jesus Christ. Examine the mac and cheese. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Dude, they actually... They can't get away with this. That, I think, Kraft is with a K, right? I think they might be cutting it close for lawsuit. You pick up a box tab of this mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. I'm from fucking Boston. What do you mean? We're going to put it back. Cook it for yourself. Brother. Jesus Christ. No, we're going to put it back. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. Yeah, you put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to satisfying the snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take peanut butter. Jif. Or is it GIF? The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Oh, that's good. That is FDA approved. The only thing you need to now are a plate and a knife. Honestly, I don't even know what the FDA standards are now. To be honest, in current standing, it could be fucking 10%. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Go to the cabinets. Cabinets must be where Tabitha keeps dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. I'll grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make a PB&J. Time to get to work. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Examine the shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perline, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Perline wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glass at their birthday parties. Just grabbable. Fuck it. Oh. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it out, a blend of vinegar and dead moths splashes onto your immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl, the note reads, Moth trap, do not touch. Whoops. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Close the cabinet, look back and notice the kitchen. Let's just make the PB&J. Despite the state of the horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined the 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congrats. You feed yourself. Job well done. Kaping! Little sparkles. You know, there's nothing to be said about a PB&J. It's pretty solid. All that hassle and it took less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Let's go outside real quick. Yeah. Garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore. You want further in the garden. It's quiet out here. Return to the kitchen. Head back inside and close the door behind you. You're done here. Well, let's head to town. Now that you're finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs of your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Look at that painting. It's supposed to be an older relative of yours. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Put the clothes in the dresser. You drag your suitcase over the dresser, open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Do you want the boiled peanuts? Still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. Possum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. May as well leave him. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as any you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you have better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag, but there's no going back now. Check the closet. Yep. See why your cousin said you couldn't put your clothes in the dresser? You see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course. You're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up, examine it more closely. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. You need to carry this around with you. Close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves. Whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries. Do whatever you need to do, to return to its former glory. And once it was all said and done, you sit by the fountain, which, of course, would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Alright, that's enough. Well, may as well go to town. Now you're settled in, there's not much left to do. And then head out and explore the town. You do just that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off, change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. Thank God. I was like, it's not giving me an option. I'm like, oh no. If you had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the sleep between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. And maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has a feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, many of the storefronts are boarded up, and their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Pup! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered from your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a heart, are too familiar with. It's so cringe. Just to be clear, the two traits I picked are both new traits for me, so I've not done either of the traits before. Alright. I mean, we're at 46 minutes. We've just made it to town. We don't know her name yet. So, maybe this will be where we end it. The first one, the first part. Alright. I'll catch y'all next time.